a freaking star on a boys' night in with my chicken schnitzels. Don't forget to subscribe, hit on the bell icon as we get to creating great flavors on a simple, luxurious boys' night in. Now I really don't like to waste anything, so when you have jalapenos or olives, the brine is sheer liquid gold that goes into marinating our chicken schnitzel. So just randomly pour nearly 20-30 mils or go even higher than that. It's that simple. And into that we're going to add a whole lot of fun. Into that briny liquid goes in nearly a tablespoon of some smoked red paprika along with some sweet paprika. Go with the heat that suits the guys fine. So about a teaspoon of that. A teaspoon of black pepper powder along with a teaspoon of yellow mustard powder. A heaped teaspoon of some ginger garlic paste just to get the flavors riled in really well. Finally, you want some herbs and a heaped tablespoon of some oregano, a teaspoon of salt, and we're just going to emulsify this entire creation up. So whisk it away. Bask in the glory that briny liquid gives you, and finally into this goes some cream cheese. Really simple, about 4 tablespoons of it just going in. It's a boys' night in, so no fanfare, no drama, just dunk things in and whisk away. Finally into this goes in 2 whole eggs just to bind the marinade along with the chicken. So whisk it all up, really simple. And though you get a very thick slurry, into this goes a kg of chicken breast that I've just cut into the thinnest of schnitzels. So just dunk those in and allow it to marinate for about 15 minutes on the side. All we are going to do is mix this up really well so that that marinade seeps into these schnitzels. For about 15 minutes, we leave this on the side. Schnitzels are not complete without potato wedges. So out here I've got a kg of potatoes just quartered into wedges with the skin. Always with the skin. Into this, we are going to keep it really simple, bake it in the oven. So nearly 25 mils of extra virgin olive oil going on top, along with some dehydrated thyme, so just sprinkle away. And the beauty about a boys' night in is when you use simple ingredients but get the flavors that are so satisfying and comforting. So nearly about 2 to 3 grams of thyme going in. And finally, we all love that heat, right? That heat comes alive with some hot sauce. So a squirt or 2. Just imagine such a simple creation coming together perfectly well. And now finally, all you need to do is season this mix up. A fine sprinkle of some rosemary lavender sea salt. So just go liberal, and salt enables your potato wedges to crisp up really well. So sprinkle away. And into this, you have to add some heat with some freshly milled black pepper. All you need to do now is toss this, and you know how I love tossing things, right? And put it to bake. Such simple flavors, ready in a mix. On a foil-lined tray, these go. All that dribble is required as well. So just space this out and they go into a preheated oven. At 180 degrees Celsius for about 40 minutes till they crisp up but are soft and gooey within. It takes 40 minutes to finish the schnitzel end to end. With the schnitzel still marinating and the wedges already in the oven, it's time to create that healthy side of veggies that just accentuates this meal. Haricot beans and mushroom work really well, but with some toasted sesame oil. So nearly 20 to 25 mils of that going into my pan to get nice and hot. A 5-ingredient dish. This is bursting with flavor. So 4 cloves of garlic finely minced. Just allow it to sweat, infuse, and create quite some freakish magic with the toasted sesame oil. So as this scents and infuses, into this we're going to use a bit of that brined jalapenos that I used all the liquid off. So put that in and saute it. It just adds to that pickly spiced element. As this infuses, into that goes local mushrooms just cut into half. So I'm using the local variant. You can use oyster mushrooms. You can use any mushrooms to elevate this star creation. Toss it till it wilts and absorbs the flavor that the garlic and the jalapenos bring into it. While you do see the mushrooms turning that fawn golden color, into this goes some blanched haricot beans. I'm using nearly 200 grams of it. And look at the way that green speckles with the mushroomy brown. We are cooking in a cast iron pan, so we don't really want the mushrooms to wilt and get spongy, but to hold their shape. So a fine sprinkle of some celery sea salt going into this, just to elevate it, style it up, and bring out the burst of flavor of these two contrary ingredients, along with some freshly milled black pepper for that zing and sting. And finally, a garnish of about a teaspoon of curly parsley, just finely chopped. A quick toss, and your healthy side of veggies are ready. Plate this and it's ready to go on the table. Now you do need a dip to dunk the wedges in or just marble the schnitzels with, and a sour cream and dill dip, fantastic coming together. So about 200 mils of cream into a bowl. With that goes in some cream cheese, and that's a sneaky way of getting a great dip out. About 150 grams of salted cream cheese going in. I'm just going to take every last bit of it because I'm totally cream cheese obsessed. Just emulsify the two together till it is creamy and it has all that flavor perfectly riled up within. Into this goes the juice of 1 lime, along with an overload of some dill. So I've just cut about 1/4 of a bunch, and that's going to give it that star appeal. Totally herby, but highly flavorful. A quick season, and it's ready to chill in the refrigerator till we're just about ready to enjoy our meal. Some celery salt just to accentuate this. You can use even sea salt or Himalayan pink salt to elevate this as well. Be a little careful because your cream cheese is already salty, but it's a perfect mashup out here. Schnitzels are basically crumb fried, so for that you need the 3-tray method. Seasoned flour, refined flour with some salt and pepper just so that it flavors. 3 eggs whisked up with some seasoning as well, and finally some breadcrumbs. So all you do is take a schnitzel out, dip it in flour, crumb it really tight, then from there dip it into the egg, and finally into the breadcrumb. Let's go. I follow the left and the right, so the right is for the wet and the left is for the dry. So dust it into the flour first, flip it over, use your left hand and dab it in. Dab it one more time. It's slightly messy, but it's fun. I was trying to get the boys to do it, but they ran out into the deck. Into the egg it goes. Quick coating. And finally from here into breadcrumbs. Just dab it so that the breadcrumbs hold tight. And turn it over and dab it right down. Dab it one more time, just so that everything holds really well together. From there, just nestle it on the plate. While schnitzels are always deep fried, I would prefer them baked, but I will be totally excommunicated by all the boys. Although I tried to get them to help me fry it, they were not at all interested. So in these go, sizzling away. And this is our cheat treat. Just pat it down slightly so that the crumbs stick well and put it on the side. Golden brown in color, I flipped these a minute more and they are ready to go straight on absorbent paper. On absorbent paper they go. And we're just going to keep it warm till we are ready to enjoy them. With the potato wedges done and the schnitzels done as well, it's all about now binge eating, comfort food, perfect together with loads of wine. Now plating these schnitzels in the crudest of forms atop a wooden board with those hot sauce potato wedges, the haricot beans and mushroom stir fried with that toasted sesame oil, and not forgetting that indulgent dip. This is soul satisfying comfort food in its warmest of forms. While it's about time I get out to entertaining them, don't forget to share loads of love by hitting on the like button. Stay safe, stay blessed, and more importantly, don't forget to subscribe.